I'm 750 miles from home, in a car that's probably too old to be here. But I made it to the Outer Banks. I really want to start exploring the coastline, but my brakes started feeling a little sketchy on the way down here. Today, we're gonna fix that. We're out here on the Outer Banks in the beautiful, sunny, not so warm coastal North Carolina right now, and I'm really excited to be here. I really want to start driving this car around and obviously filming stuff, but we got the brake pedal problem. It's a little bit spongy, so I think I'm gonna hit AutoZone, and I've got a couple tools, but I need a torque wrench and a couple of wrenches, and hopefully we can bleed the brakes again and fixes my problem. Otherwise, it might be a long week or two out here. Luckily, the AutoZone out here had an 8 and 10 millimeter wrench that they just let me borrow. Really all I needed to give the brake bleed another go. Like I mentioned in the last video, I don't have a full jack, so for the first time ever with this car, I'm using the spare tire jack out of the trunk. And after getting the wheel off, all I had to do was hook up my bleeder system. Some key differences from the last time are that I'm using a zip tie at the end of the hose this time. Routing it up through the suspension to make sure no air bubbles get back at the lines, since air rises, and doing the one-person method, which means I'm going to leave the valve open as I pump the brakes and then come back and shut it off. And after getting this done for all 4 sides, I took back off, and surprisingly, no more spongy brake pedal. Day 1 on the Outer Banks is pretty much just grocery shopping and getting a lay of the land. I didn't want to waste any more time than necessary though, so the next morning I geared up to head towards Cape Hatteras Light Station with my old school 35mm film camera to get some pictures.
Alright, well this is not good at all. We are a long way from home. I came out here to take some pictures for maybe a thumbnail or something, and this car is very obviously leaking coolant. I'm gonna try my best to lug it home. If there's an auto parts store on the way, I'm gonna try and stop and get some more coolant to top her off, but I did not expect this at all. Oh, the joys of driving an old car. Thing is low.
Checking for any kind of like pinhole leak, because when the car's dry, like I just had it on this side of the pavement and there's nothing there. And oddly enough, the reservoir, it is low, but it's been low. So it's been at the same place since like before the trip. It's crazy, man. I mean, it's bone dry right now for what it's worth. Maybe it was a false alarm. I mean, I don't know how, because I'm running blue coolant. I mean, what are the odds it's not me? But I'm gonna give this car a minute and let it heat up. Maybe it's something past the thermostat. I don't know. And pray to God it's not the water pump. I changed the water pump 8 months ago, so there's no way. But we'll see, guys. I don't know. This guy's been idling for 10 minutes, and it's definitely up to temp now, and it's bone dry under here, so I don't know, guys. I mean, maybe I got lucky, but someone else was leaking and I just happened to drive right under it. I don't know, but I guess it's just something I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. I mean, it's definitely gonna give me anxiety for the next week, but hopefully it doesn't give me anything else. I skipped breakfast on the way back because I wanted to check for coolant leaks, so now that I at least hope we're good there, it's time to eat. And if you're not from the East Coast, you might not know, but Wawa is arguably the greatest convenience store / gas station of all time, and you know I had to stop in and get a biscuit. Wawa is like the Apple store of convenience stores. Clean, bright lights, and most of all, it feels like an experience instead of just going to grab a pack of gum and getting out as fast as you can. Wawa has tons of food: biscuits, pizzas, quesadillas, and sandwiches that are made to order. It's not like roller food from a gas station where I'm from. Plus, surprisingly good coffee, milkshakes, and smoothies. And it might sound a little ridiculous to be hyping up a gas station this much and taking a whole segment out of the episode to talk about it, but if you guys could see the gas stations where I'm from, you would totally understand why I'm talking so glowingly about it. A couple months ago, I got to road trip through Spain, and I want to go a little bit off topic and talk about some of the differences I experienced between the convenience stores in the US and there. For the most part, they're similar. Gas, bathrooms, snacks, and cold drinks. But where a truck stop might have a McDonald's or Wendy's attached over here, if you're lucky, in Spain they had small cafes where you get a real coffee and quick sandwich before getting back on the road, which absolutely blows fast food out of the water. That being said, the reason I wanted to bring it up is because Wawa is the only thing I've found that's given those European gas stations a run for their money. Granted, in a totally different American way, but it's nice to have something we can be proud of.
And that brings us to the sponsor of this video, Analog Drew. Yeah, no companies have hit me up for a sponsorship yet. If you're a company that is watching and wants to sponsor, feel free to hit me in the comments, but for now I'm just gonna plug myself. If you wanna check out my entire experience driving through Spain or follow along with the rest of this road trip in the future, feel free to click subscribe and check out the previous videos on my channel. Thanks for watching, and let's get back to the Outer Banks.
All right, guys, as you can infer by now, we are officially on the Outer Banks. I'm staying in Kittyhawk, which I think is where the first airplane ever was flown, so I wanna go check out the dunes at some point. Right now, I think my plan is just to hit the beach road and kind of cruise around, take some pictures, see exactly what's going on. This place is really interesting because it's literally a huge line down the coast, and it's an island, but it's not your typical Hawaii type island. And there's literally 3 roads all the way up. So because it's an island, there's a bay in between it and the actual mainland. So there's a bayside road, the main road, and then a beach road that run all the way up, and you can pretty much get anywhere anyway. So today I want to cruise for the first time down the beach road. Obviously we're at the beach, so you know, it interests me a little bit. There seems to be a bunch of cool motels and kind of old school stuff. It's really cool out here because the vibe isn't like super built up. There's not a bunch of high-rise condos and stuff. It seems super chill and laid back. So it's honestly surprised me a little bit. It's not what I'm used to, you know, at an American beach, but I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, man, this place is super dope. It's really different. It gets that seasonal crowd where it's like in the winter, at least talking to the people that I met that are from here, everything is completely closed down. And then in the summer, it's like crazy. So I think I came at the right time because it's hot out. It's finally getting, you know, warm. It's like 65, 70 out right now, but it's not exactly summer yet. So it's not crazy packed with people. It kind of reminds me of Anthony Bourdain's book where he talks about working on the East Coast in big restaurants in the summertime, like down on the shore, that just get crazy packed all the time, and there's stories every weekend. I feel like that's how it's going to be down here. I want to come back in the summer because it's just going to be full of people. It'll be a totally different experience, but it's nice that it's quiet right now. I kind of prefer that. And yeah, man, like I said, I was a little upset because it's just like 3 flat roads, but honestly, it's kind of nice to just cruise around, and I'm sure the further south I get, the better they'll be, but it's gorgeous out here. Totally different way of life. I'm catching a whole vibe. I got Steely Dan in the cassette player, and I'm just kind of coasting down and checking out the dunes and seeing what there is to see. That's why I'm here, experiencing a different culture. It's crazy how big America is, that this place is still the South. I'm from the South, but like as different as it could be. Yeah. Need a milkshake to kill the heat? A play. I'm not gonna lie, I've always been a guy that said, oh, I'm gonna keep my car stock. You know, there's no reason to modify it. Cars are fine the way they are, but after doing this little bit of stuff, new wheels, dropping it just a little bit, I think I have the bug, so. Honda people, you know I know nothing, so tell me in the comments, what should I do next? And did I mess up by not doing coilovers? Because the lowering springs feel pretty good, and they were a hell of a lot cheaper.
At this point, things were going pretty good. Brakes felt solid, I wasn't overheating, and I'm finally getting to explore a little bit, but things are just getting started. As always, much love, and I'll see you guys in the next one. There's still a ton of life left in this road trip.